You remember that episode of SpongeBob where the dude is like, I said it's stuck in my head. Like, y'all, I know I'm old. I'm about 40 years old, but I still love me some SpongeBob, especially old school SpongeBob. So, sorry, y'all. I speak in Nickelodeon. I speak in Disney Channel. I speak in 90s movies, 2000 movies, and I speak in music. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry. I can be a little quirky sometimes, but it is what it is. What's good, y'all? Oh, I do not like this lighting. I do like the last video was straight. Anyways, this isn't a crisis update. If you've been here from the beginning, remember the countdown, the fear, the urgency, the panic, like that chapter is finito. It's closed. This moment right here is the moment after survival mode. Not everything is perfect. And not everything is falling apart. You'll see me like my eyes going to the side is because I wrote some notes down. Like I'm going to try to keep this as structured as possible because I have a very unstable mind and I can like start rambling about things that don't really matter. So as far as where I'm staying, I'm welcome here for rent-free as long as I need. But of course this isn't forever. It's just a stepping stone. So last weekend, I struggled to sleep a lot, y'all, a lot. Like, I'm still in it. Like, my system, like my nervous system is still on high alert from everything that I've been through. Even in the quiet, safe space, my body, it expects danger. Like, the last few days, I've just been waking up, like, every couple of hours, like, expecting something, expecting to change or expecting to get out. You know, you got to get out. Like, it's... Anybody that's been through my position more than understands how hard it is to sleep because when you're battling homelessness, you literally have to sleep with one eye open. So I also experienced my first snowstorm. It was intense, but thank God I was behind closed doors until I warmed up. It took days to calm my mind, and survival mode is exhausting. And I'm learning to adjust. Because I couldn't sleep, y'all, I do what I do best, and I focused on my goals. And I got my laptop here, so I applied for EBT. Now, if y'all, well, let me say this, get this out of the way before I start rambling. I applied for EBT, I got my taxes done, and I bought essentials and a couple of winter outfits. So, y'all, God works in mysterious ways. Let me tell y'all why. If my EBT account in Florida hadn't been closed, I wouldn't have been able to apply for EBT in Virginia. And if y'all hear the train out there, it's a choo-choo train. It's not that far away from here, but it's not too loud, but it's enough to where you might be able to hear it. And my roommate is gaming, so I'm a gamer too. I was just playing Cold to Land. But anyway, back to the scheduled programming. All right, y'all. So remember last week when I applied for EBT and I got denied? I got denied because they said that I didn't send in the proper income, which I was confused because I literally sent in my paycheck stubs that was put on the government website or whatever our work website was. But I didn't get denied. I got denied while I was in Florida. Sorry. See, what was it? My mind is doing it. My mind playing tricks on me. And because I got denied, I was able to apply as soon as I got here. Now, imagine if they did approve me. If I got approved for EBT while living in Florida and I moved here to Virginia, I wouldn't have been able to have EBT in Virginia until my account closed in Florida because you can't have multiple EBT accounts open in different states, and I wasn't aware of that because I've only ever applied for EBT in Florida. Like, I've literally never applied to any other state, and it took me like the beginning of the week to learn that. A couple of hours on the phone, like literally was on the phone for an hour. This lady just, said a few words to me, connected me to somebody else where I was on the phone for another hour, and I'm like, ugh. But it's worth it. Anybody that goes through EBT knows that it's a process. So, like, at least it's progression, and it's just not stalled. This gonna seem strange, y'all, but I was never a good news, bad news type of person. until I met a good news, bad news type of person. And what I realized is like when people like be like, hey, I got good news, I got bad news, it's easier for me to handle the bad news. Like I don't know, it's just something about it that I like, right? So the good news is I made it through the snowstorm. I applied for EBT. I got my tax refund done. I have a safe place over my head. I have a little bit of food. However, I do receive my last paycheck tomorrow, and I can make that little bit work for me, and my tax refund will help me towards putting up money for my place and for me to visit my kids in summertime. Bad news. Dun dun dun. I have to be patient and I have to wait. Like, that's literally the bad news. Patience is a virtue, and like waiting for EBT can take up to 45 days, but I'm prepared for it and staying honest about my situation. If I have an emergency, I have a couple of people that, lean on me. I can lean on them. But I'm the type of person that I don't mind leaning. Actually, I do mind leaning on somebody. Anytime somebody does something for me, I feel like I gotta hurry up and give it back to them, like I owe them. But I have pride about myself, sometimes too much. But I have no problem leaning on somebody if I absolutely have to. But I don't want to be dead weight. I don't need another adult carrying me. So I am going to do as much as I can on my own. And if I get in an emergency, I will ask for help. Like example, my roommate cooked us dinner tonight, burgers, fries. I thought that was very, very sweet. I didn't even ask. I was probably just gonna have like a can or soup or something, because I don't have a lot right now. I ain't got no money, no moolah. I will lean on somebody if I absolutely have to, without both of us drowning. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to take people down to how low I've been. I don't want to be in that phase anymore. I think I said that in a previous video, where people have offered me help and they're unable to help me. Like, literally, I've had people reach out and help me and then become resentful because they need help too. And I always tell people, take care of you first. Make sure you can take care of you before you try to come in and take care of me. Like, I more than appreciate it. And I've had a hard time not helping people in the past for that reason. This is a song that doesn't end. You remember that song? Also, I just have to have a little section on the video where, don't you know that I'm loco? I'm a little bit of a wild child, so I know people like, it's 2026. Don't talk about your zodiac. That's lame. Well, I'm gonna be a lame motherfucker. I'm a Capricorn. So with me, I'm shy until I get to know you. I'm reserved, but once you know me, kind of wild. So I just want to get this energy out because I wanted y'all to feel some positive energy. And I like gossiping. And what I mean is not reality shows, not Bad Girl Club, none of that. I used to be a fan when it first came out. I don't mean talking about people and their lives, kiki. Gossiping in general, like makeup and clothing and fashion. Now, my favorite thing to talk about is video game mechanics. So if you're a gamer, put me on some new games. I am going to be getting PS5 this year because it's a lot of games from the PS4 that they're moving to the PS5. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it for my birthday. Well, I'm going to work on getting it this year, y'all. Earlier, I was playing Code of the Lamb. I was playing Hollow Knight, but that I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore. So, which I don't mind finishing Code of the Lamb. I just got to get these lore tablets, the RNG. I need somebody to talk to that know, the abbreviations and I get really, really deep. That's my thing. I'm gaming since I was 7 years old, y'all. I fell off for so many years battling homelessness. The last few years I've been able to stick, and I just want to catch up. Last game, quote unquote, newest game I played was First Descendant. But grinding, it kind of took my mojo, all the grinding that I had to do. It was on the PS4 and they moved it to PS5. So that's probably the latest one that I played, and I know it's old. I know they got Arc Raiders out right now. I haven't even tried that because you got to have PS5. I want to play Delta Force. Can't play that because I got to have a PS5. I'm like, come on. Like I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep up. So I still I play games like that. I love Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty Mobile. I'm almost maxed out at the Prestige. I'm like 390 something like that. 393, 394 like that. Um yeah. So as far as hold on a second, y'all. Let me type this. As far as makeup and stuff, y'all, I have makeup on right now. And I got this filter on. I hate doing filters, y'all, but I don't like the way I look without filters. I ain't gonna lie, if I feel like I look alright without filters, then I'll do it. But this one I had to because of lighting. Once I get my lights that I had back, for some reason being in the sun or being in the light, it make black people look just dynamite. But when I'm sitting here and the lights just be dim or whatever, ain't no telling what I look like. I could look like either Cinderella or a booger wolf, So these lighting, I want to learn how to do the contouring, the makeup, all of that. Right now I'm just wearing foundation, and I got it from Facebook. I got to be careful with Facebook, because if you buy something, never subscribe, because when you try to unsubscribe, forget about it. They're going to keep charging and charging and charging. But I do love this foundation. It perfectly matches my skin tone, and it moisturizes your skin. So I'm new when it comes to the makeup and the primer and the contouring and proper brushes, but I do want to find a good routine. I actually want to learn how to do goth makeup, y'all. I tried to do it in the last video, last couple of weeks or whatever, and it just was. And I know I was gonna look crazy, and I know y'all probably gonna hype me up and she looked good, and it did not look good. I look like you seen that movie Cry Baby with the chick with the blonde hair, and she's got how her makeup is it was looking crazy. It's looking crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to take this moment to just ramble before we get back to the realness, because I'm starting to ramble a little bit too much. But the movie Dark Knight, where dog chasing cars, I don't know what I'll do when I get one. That's how I am, y'all. I can literally feel y'all prayers in this, but just thank you for listening to my craziness. I really have nobody that I can talk to about stuff like this on a daily basis, or as much as I want to, or I'm the type of person, if I reach out, I'm bothering them. Everybody in general, adults, we done dealt with so much trauma and abuse. How do you make friendship as an adult? How? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. So y'all, if y'all watched all this right now, I already know you my friend, and I love you. I really do. But I'm just I'm on cloud nine. This is making me feel better, and I appreciate y'all listening to me and supporting my craziness, because my mind is definitely a crazy place, but there is a method to my madness, and sometimes it's just pure madness. So y'all, I feel stable because I have a roof over my head. I got food, warm clothing, but I do worry about finding a job fast enough and staying productive, because I'm the type of person, I have to stay productive or I'll start doing things unhealthy for myself. And to me, it's so easy to get caught up into negative things in this life, but it is hard to have consistency when it comes to doing something that's worthwhile. Even if you love doing it or you have a passion for it, there's just days where it just seems like it's just easier to not do it. But y'all, my children are my biggest motivation. Staying connected with them keeps me going. I chat with them often, video chat with them. I bought them all cell phones, I bought them all tablets. They got all the good stuff. I'm sitting here with all this raggedy, broke down stuff, but that's okay. As long as my kids got what they need, I'll take, my hair not being done perfectly, or, I got an iPhone 13 instead of an iPhone 17, 16, 17, 2026. You know what I'm saying? As long as my kids have what they need, and I'm fine with what I got. But I'm beginning to learn that I need to strive for the best for myself too, So these next few weeks, I'll be focusing on productive steps and resetting, meditation, healthier habits. Small victories matter. So till next time, love you. Bye.